Hello, 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 travelers. Welcome back to another episode of The Bear. I like the start so far. First one, very recent past, but still flashbacks, more context, culinary contemplation type of deal, with only a few moments in the present. And then episode two is pretty much like the next day, the very morning after the friends and family night at the Bear, where just the dialogue was boom, 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 boom. A lot of arguing, raised voices, reiteration of some non-negotiables, and people calling into question Carmi's current headspace, which I think is a very negative one. I worry that he's losing sight of what truly matters emotionally, not just for the sake of the restaurant. Which, I mean, the restaurant's future is of course important, but and now him and Richie are just like, oh my god, it's like two tomcats fighting in an alley. They are going at it with each other, at each other's throats. But you can tell it's because it comes from a place of love. But now there's just like frustration and hurt and heartache, and they need to have a good, solid conversation about it. Marcus, he officially has lost his mom, and he's coming back into work. He wants normalcy. Anyway, I've prattled on long enough. As always, as his movie man, we're watching The Bear. Feel free to subscribe. That'd be super cool. It helps the numbers. Let's have conversations about this. We're all watching this for the first time, so can't wait for some copywritten music right off the bat. Oh, sorry. I'm not a religious man by any stretch of the definition, and I'm not particularly fond of churches either, or the funeral, but I will say I love, nay, I adore stained glass. I think stained glass is gorgeous. Mother's funeral. It's nice the whole crew's there for him. This is going to be a sad one, isn't it? Hang on, I don't know if I'm in the right emotional headspace for this or not. I had to seek out El Gluggo here. When you're not depressed, it's a mood enhancer, he told himself. Make Westeros great again. Stupid. These shows on my channel, weddings and funerals, all over the place. It's rough. I think it's a one take so far, by the way. But it's rough because loss in your family obviously hits, but also loss in the families of people that are close to you, that are in your family that you care about. Those hit hard too. Marcus is one of my favorites. My heart goes out to him.
She never let me be scared, worried. She kept things moving, always kept things running. She did it by herself. She was nice to everyone. She was funny. She let me watch R-rated stuff when I was a kid, like she let me watch RoboCop.
Hell yeah, she a real one.
She was a good cook. When I was a kid, we ate dinner together a lot. I liked just being in the kitchen, just kind of watching her make dinner. She was really creative. She sewed a lot.
Back with the hand
She
on the
loved
shoulder.
flowers. Loved flowers. She was really smart, and she loved everyone. I think you can tell because there's so many people here. I always felt loved. It didn't matter what was going on or if I was in trouble. I knew she was listening. And she knew I was listening too. She was sick, and even though she couldn't speak, it almost felt sometimes like that communication was better. We really had to pay attention to each other and look really closely at each other. I don't know what it's like to be a parent, but I know what it's like to be a kid, and having someone actually really pay attention to you.
That means the world.
That was really special.
He's right, because plenty of kids out there, and I've seen it in parents, and I get, if you're a parent, I'm not a parent, so I'm only speaking from what I've made observations on. But like Marcus said, I can speak as a child, and yeah, kids can go on and on about anything, and they can ask question after question, and sometimes they can poke and prod and pry ad nauseum. I mean, as tired as you are, though, I feel like you never really want to ignore a kid. I feel like you humor them. You have those little silly conversations, and you just entertain what they're saying. You don't let them, run amok and let them dictate everything around the household. But that's really important for a kid to be heard, just to be heard in general. It's all human beings want to have happen. And you can grow up dramatically different based on whether or not you felt seen or heard as a child growing up. I was half seen. I felt half seen. You know, my mom for sure. I mean, for the most part, my dad, whenever I would see him, I guess. I mean, he sees me now. I don't know if he saw me back then per se, but especially like friends and social circles. Part of why I make content online about stuff that I like, these passions that I had, I was never truly sure if people saw that in me. But when I make content and I share that and people come out of the woodwork and we have these conversations and people like it, then I feel seen. And that's not the healthiest relationship, I know. We're getting borderline parasocial at that point, but it's a community of sorts, and it does. I don't know if I'm making up for a childhood or what have you, but I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but he's right. And to have a mom that made him feel seen is very special. I had the same thing. I had a mom who entertained my aspirations and dreams and everything from the silliest of ridiculous of notions to and just all the creativity that I ever had. My mother has always, always, always supported and nurtured and loved. She never suppressed anything that I had. She never wrote me off or told me that I was being ridiculous or ignored me. She did everything but. As a single parent, she did everything but. I can empathize highly with Marcus in that situation, and say that I'm very grateful for the mother that I have had and still currently have.
Thank you, everyone, for being here.
We just did Church and State with Succession, and now this. Come on, man. I can only take so much. Is this episode going to be the funeral? No. Okay.
Look different.
Oh, yeah, I made the margins wider.
Why?
Because you write in the margins.
Bro, chill.
Really nice. Thank you.
What? I love how whenever Carmi makes a change, he acts like it's no big deal, like a oopsie doopsie. And then anybody else makes a change, and he starts like asking questions about it.
We're good.
Coke, not water.
Good? All right. We're open.
Open.
You want to call it?
Doors.
Chef.
Look a live lizard.
Doors!
Yep. Doors.
Asparagus with duck egg and potato, ravioli with
Music.
peas and parm mousse.
Happy Wednesday. We are slammed tonight, guys. Totally packed.
Great.
Couple PONs.
That's good.
We have I want us to be sharp. I want us to be clear. I want us to have fun. Okay. Of note is the asparagus. Looks really awesome. That's served with quail egg and a turnip puree. That's served with a potato and turnip puree.
Egg and potato.
Asparagus is served with a quail egg and a potato puree.
That's the problem with changing them. I mean, granted, we're trying to be highfalutin now, so I get it. But that's the problem with changing the menu on a daily, nightly basis here.
Service.
Okay.
Prepared
Oh,
a
we're
beautiful
fast
menu for
forwarding
you guys
along.
tonight, but just
Oh, I love it, dude. Dude, bro is using a Jurassic Park mosquito in the amber paperweight for the kitchen. Amazing. God, I love it. Richie's movie knowledge and appreciation. It goes underrated. If you go back and watch the first couple seasons, he drops some like slick, sick references. Still not talking. Still butting heads. Carmen's got to see the work he's putting in.
Top, no shellfish, no gluten.
The skill set
Fire,
now.
2 mirepoix.
So how are things running now?
Order in 4 top. Fire, 4 mirepoix.
Sorry, what's a mirepoix? A French flavor base of diced veggies that are slowly cooked in fat to create an aromatic base for many dishes. Are typically onions, carrots, and celery, cut into uniform pieces and cooked in butter or oil over low heat without browning or caramelizing. The goal is to sweeten the veggies rather than hard cook them. The classic ratio is 2 parts onion to 1 part each of celery and carrot. I assume they would eat that in tandem with the primary protein, right? I see. There's the warm water. The music's a delightful composition. We're not on day 1, right? Has it been multiple days? I can't tell how far we're flashing forward. If it's like, oh no, been there. At this residential building that I worked at, we would have this weekly like get together for people that like residents in the building would drink wine and like, you know, chat and whatnot, hang out. And I remember somebody out of the blue, like it encouraged people to bring a bottle, right? And out of the blue, somebody brought a bottle of something, and I was like, oh, cool, appreciate that. And I showed my boss, who happened to still be there, and his eyes got wide, and he was like, they brought this? I'm like, yeah, why? He said, this is a bottle of Opus 1. And me, being a normal person, it was like, what the hell's Opus 1? And he's like, he's just like looking at it. He's like, this is a $600 bottle of wine. And so I was like, oh, cool, awesome. Let's get it out. Let's put it in a decanter. Let's let it breathe. And sure enough, as we try to open it, the cork disintegrates into the wine. And then we spend the next like 30 minutes calling local businesses and like trying to look around our kitchens and whatnot for like a sieve, just anything that we could like use to help strain and pick out the cork. We ended up salvaging the bottle, and it tasted good, but no, I don't know if it tasted like $600.
Yeah, Chef Sid, I need those Wagyu. These guys are waiting like half an hour.
Right here, Jeff.
Thank you, Chef Tina.
Nice.
No, T, refire, please. Everybody take your time.
No, T, do not refire. Plate that. You kidding me? It's perfect.
The cook's off.
Great.
Refire.
Cool.
An asshole right
If it's not perfect, it doesn't go out.
Yeah?
Okay?
Why don't you be a man and tell that to table 17? I'm getting
Richie, are they drinking?
They're drinking.
Okay, let's do a glass on us. As many glasses, please.
Jesus.
Mark,
You're f***ing me.
Don't apologize, just keep going.
Just don't get in your head about it, Tina. You're doing great. But I can tell Carmy's kind of slipped back into that old headspace, the old mindset. And I get why he's done it, but...
Hands.
So is the drive-thru window open for Classic Sammy's?
Hands.
He has this like dead look in his eyes.
Welcome to beef. Hold, please.
Okay, he is. Nice. And you know what? Perfect job to give Ibra, by the way. If Ibra still wants to be involved, if he can't get to that same level of like cooking that the rest of the kitchen is, to put him in charge of the oldie goldies, as it were, it's a pretty solid strategy, if I do say so. But everybody's getting stressed
I had
out.
a bill in my hands for $11,268 for butter. Buddy,
Oh
what is it?
my
The fucking rare Transylvanian five-titted goat? We cannot fucking keep this up.
It's Orwellian.
It's dystopian butter?
What?
What are you talking about?
No. Orwell, Vermont.
Orwell, Vermont.
Yes.
Of course. I'm gonna send him 20 fucking grand.
Oh my!
It's the best.
Oh yeah, suck me.
I don't know if we can afford the best.
We have a teaspoon.
The stress.
Yeah, 1 second,
Richie,
please.
move, please.
Yeah, 1 second.
Move.
Oh my God, where's the f***ing fire? Just trying to write a list.
A list.
Non-negotiables.
Oh.
No, Richie.
Oh.
No.
Well.
No, Richie.
I'm getting f***ing drilled out there. I'm writing some f***ing non-negotiables.
Yeah, good for you. Stand up for yourself, man. I'm Team
Courtesy
Richie all the
window
way.
For any menu changes, 8 hours is okay, 10 hours is ideal. Trim nails.
These are on the list.
A willingness to accommodate dietary restrictions, that's not on the list. That's important.
That is important.
Joy, just in general.
Yeah.
These are very actionable. These are very easy.
This is a waste of time.
It's not
This is a waste of time.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
not a
It's
waste
a waste
of
of my time.
No, it's
yes,
not.
it is.
Open
Well, Carmen's being such a fucking prick this season so far. Like, I get it, but Jesus, I can't stand him right
heart,
now.
open mind. An environment that embraces and encourages razzle-dazzle and the dream weave.
Richie, enough. Please, back to work.
What'd I
Thank
say?
you. Thank
The
you.
list goes on. All right.
Thank
we'll
you.
Very
Thank
defensive.
you, thank you.
I see you.
Thank you.
I see you.
Thank
I
you.
see you too. Yeah, you're welcome.
Bitch.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're
Doors.
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. We can go back and forth all day with like this if you want to. Getting heated.
No,
Hell
I
yeah.
hate this.
Hell yeah.
Surprise?
No.
Yes, f***ing surprise.
Richie,
Nice.
no surprise.
Yes.
We're about joy here.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Sati. Feliz cumpleaños, Sati. Oh, they have outdoor seating too? Nice. Well, I like the frosted windows there. I do like the design of it. I like how the outside frosted window, kind of like that rectangle in the middle. As you go into it, the same thing also is that window into the kitchen.
All right, and just reduce.
Hands.
Yes, chef.
No pressure. You got this.
And right the first time.
Thank you, chef.
Hannah's such a sweetheart. Love her. But she's stressing, I can tell.
I can take it.
You sure?
Chef,
You know what to do?
I believe
Chef.
so.
Okay, you're gonna take it to the table. Okay, you're gonna pour the broth into the bowls, give them each a bowl. Say, this is our mirepoix broth. Okay, you got it?
Yes, chef.
Good, go.
Word.
Careful.
You got it, man. Door. You got this, fat. Come on.
This is a broth from Chef Carmen's mind. Mirepoix and broth. I pour it in front of you. Enjoy.
Oh, no. No. Oh, no. No, Fick, my baby. My sweet boy. My sweet summer child.
I poured it in front of him.
Why the f is it back in here?
Well,
We're a restaurant. Back and serve the food.
I got it.
What is this?
Come on.
What are you thinking? Help your man figure it out.
Keep my man out of your
Figure it
mouth.
out.
You're not fully integrated. Don't talk to me until you're integrated, jack-off. What are you doing? You told me that I could. I know what I said, and I know what I'm saying right now. Never again.
We'll get you back to that point, in fact. Don't worry. Oh, no. I like Richie even came in for damage control. He's like, I saw, I got it. I'll take care of it. I mean, they're operating, and they look like they're pretty packed every night, but, like, I mean, even if they are a good kitchen and a good restaurant, at this point, at what cost, right?
Okay, let's fire Cavatelli. Let's fire Cavatelli. Fire Cavatelli.
Still looks delicious,
Where's my
though.
rib cap, guys? Where is my rib cap, guys? Please, chefs.
You are.
End of the day, honey, we just got to get more people.
I know.
Or we could do this. We could put the name of the restaurant outside on the restaurant.
I'm good,
Just ask it.
I cannot read my own.
Oh, no. Ibra.
John H. Mike J.
I'm glad they're doing the classic Sammys, though. How are we looking
We need
financially?
to add a turn.
Turns the full room.
Yeah, turn is a full room. Right now we have two. One at 5:30, one at 7:45. A two top is 2 hours 15 minutes. Four top is 2 hours 45 minutes. A six top is
3:15. Yeah, I got it.
3:15.
Can we do half a turn?
We're gonna have to. We have 60 seats, 5 nights a week, 52 weeks a year. At 2.5 turns, each seat is worth $113,750.
$50. We gotta understand this menu first, and it is every 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, some of the greatest restaurants in the world change their menu every day. So
Okay, cool, yeah.
Orleans and Huron.
they figure out how to add half a turn.
You gotta adapt, I guess. What choice do we have? Very orchestral, this episode. That is an interesting thing, is that music in the previous seasons, they used to have the whole theme of I can't do the music, but you know what I'm talking about.
Take it up a loop.
I think we had like one song an episode ago at the beginning, but the rest of it's been different. This one's very orchestral. Episode 1 was very much like vocals and piano, and I just background, like, hard to describe it, but just the whole. I mean, here I was breaking out the booze, thinking we were gonna have like a free churro episode in the bear. Only a monologue for Marcus, and a short one at that.
Jeff, do we have to do this every night?
Yes, chef.
Consistency. Just make sure you don't push your team too hard, okay?
Doors.
Still waiting on 2, please, chef. T, how we doing? Chef.
Almost, Chef, almost.
Stop.
Come on, calm down.
Fire, 2 halibut.
Breathe.
Fine.
Table 2, waiting on
Don't
scallop.
sink.
Table 2,
Just
okay.
please.
listen. We're going to refire, okay?
How long, halibut?
Drop the pasta.
Waiting on spring
I'm glad Sid's trying to help her, though.
A little bit of salt. And a plate.
It's a lot for people. It's a lot of pressure. I'm a broken record here, but the bear needs to find its balance between fine dining, high cuisine techniques, and still that family vibe and that, like, healthy communication, emotional intelligence, etc., etc.
Hands, please.
He's
Okay,
observing
hands.
and
Okay, everybody, listen up. All right, so starting tonight, guys, we're gonna add a seating for half of the room at 9:30. No, hey, come on. I know, it's a
Jeez.
push. All we have to do is we have to turn all the 732 tops as fast as humanly possible. We can do this. All right, thanks, guys. Back to work.
I mean, good for him for trying to have a happy face about it.
Doors.
We gotta get this table out.
Oh,
Okay, I got it.
what you got, Richie? What you got? Our bag of tricks. See, that's the question, though. I wonder what restaurants do. How do you in a busy restaurant, how would you politely coax somebody out of the restaurant?
How are we doing? Hope you guys are having an amazing night. You guys want to see the kitchen?
Of course.
Yeah.
Hey, smart. Smart. Genius. Come for a kitchen tour, clear the table out while they do it. It's all right, cool. You guys have a good night. Look at that. Carmi's going to hate it. That was the way to get it done in that moment. That was smart. And as long as they don't interrupt the flow of the kitchen.
I don't think we've ever done this, but I was looking at this beautiful, curious-looking table. I was like, these guys, we gotta pull back the curtain for these.
Adapt, improvise, and overcome,
in our
which is
kitchen,
the
we like to foster an
cornerstone.
environment of what we call vibrant collaboration.
Oh,
think
fake.
about that.
Fake.
Having to refire 15 times, chef. 15. What?
It's the kitchen. As you can see, a lot of energy. Thank you, chefs.
Thank you.
Well, it worked.
rib cap.
Hey, he's still not
red
smoking. That's
wine
good.
jus.
It's also a recipe for disaster, that while dealing with all the stress and working in the kitchen and trying to get all this running, he's also quit cold turkey smoking. So that stress of like lack of nicotine is he's gonna take it out on people around him too. It's just a cauldron of emotion brewing in Carmizzle.
Wagyu bordelaise.
So we got a duck with apricot condiment. No, sorry, cherry jus again with the red wine. Really?
It's too much. It's too much.
Okay, so
Everybody agrees.
not a
Everybody
terrible idea.
knows.
Cell phones locked in lockers for the duration of service.
Deal's getting worse all the time. Wait, what did that say? The bear? Oh, positive reviews.
Guys, these bowls are wrong.
No, they're not.
Yes,
Made it to July.
Shuggy, my sweet darling, I'm getting angina over here.
At least there's some money coming in,
Right,
right?
and it flies right out the window. I mean, restaurants, me thrice. What was I thinking? Making me crazy.
Okay.
3 different sizes for these bowls. Me.
I mean, is it
Carmen, you got to get your head on straight. We can still be high quality, but maybe not the best. Maybe we just bring it down a little bit. Great, fantastic, perhaps.
not packed out there, darling?
It's packed. It's totally
My eyes
packed.
don't deceive me, right? It's packed.
Your eyes do not
There's
deceive you.
A whole lot of people eating a whole lot of food every night.
Yeah.
Right?
Right?
So where's the money?
It's not the same bowl.
It's fine.
It's not fine, Richie.
Oh.
Our costs are so high.
And I love you.
I'm trying.
love
I
you.
swear
I
to fucking
love
God,
you.
I am trying
It's a
for
fucking
you.
menu.
I know.
It's
I
a
know.
fucking menu.
Yeah.
It's handmade earthenware.
Look at this. You
There's
can't
gonna
see
be
the difference in
variations.
this?
It's handmade
Look at it.
earthenware.
What am I supposed to say
It's
to
a
him?
3-year-old
He
with too many
doesn't
f***ing
listen.
crayons.
Okay.
Not your fault.
No, he's
Guys,
right.
I
It's
need this
Carmi.
duck,
It's
like,
Carmi.
yesterday,
He's got to
please.
chill on
Where
this.
are we at? And T, can you please fire that agnolotti or cavatelli?
Yes, chef.
Thought you were on that.
I can't cook and do extra at the same time.
Customer requests no mushrooms.
Is it a modification or an allergy?
It doesn't
Guy
matter.
says he doesn't like mushrooms.
No, it doesn't
Oh
matter.
my
He
God,
doesn't
it
like
matters.
mushrooms. Doesn't have to eat the mushrooms.
It's not about you. It's about the fucking customer.
Sid, deal with him.
Deal with
Guy
him.
hates f***ing mushrooms. Customer, okay?
I'm not being here to call you,
Tell
Richie.
this- No, you get
I'm gonna beat your ass. Fucking throw hands right now. Oh Jesus. I would be beating the shit out of Carmi right now. I swear to God. I'm gonna throw hands.
Pick it up.
Yeah, you pick it up.
Pick it up.
Yeah, you
Pick it up,
Jesus
Richie.
Christ with this nonsense.
Sorry.
Richie's getting shot out here nightly, and you're not listening to him. He's like one of your stars out here. Fork. There's a fork. There's a fork. A misplaced fork.
Have you been in New York City before? Carmi's been there before.
Oh my
Have you ever been to
God.
Copenhagen?
This is not sustainable. Oh,
It's the menu cost that's out of control.
Dad, figure it out.
Oh.
then figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Blow it out your
Why don't you
ass.
f***ing figure it out?
I'm trying to use less.
Okay, well, whatever you're doing, the R&D of that, it's f***ing up.
Well, we're using the best shit.
Duh.
Don't duh.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the
duh.
problem.
Don't buy f***ing crazy shit and then use it once, Carm. It's so wasteful. Duh.
Who
Fucking
the
duh.
Bought Super Soakers.
Richie, idiot, Richie.
Oh
It's
my
for Tuesday.
thank God.
What the f***?
He's reaching. Richie, idiot. Look, I think it's doing according to those little split-second snapshots of the magazines and newspapers. People like the restaurant. It's doing well in that regard, but financially, this is not sustainable, and it's Carmi who's sinking it financially.
It's a Tuesday surprise.
It's actually really fun.
So that's how you get one of them stupid
F***ing stars with a mother f***ing squirt gun.
Fire ravioli. Fire duck.
My man's collapsing in on himself. This is not sustainable, my dear.
Hands.
You can't suppress your you can't suppress the humanity inside you. You're gonna have a breakdown. Again.
Hands, please.
Hey. I need you to calm down.
They're going too f***ing slow.
I'm not asking. You need to calm down.
Ah, my man
I'm not
is
gonna baby down.
seething. What happened to this? What happened to this, huh?
Can I get hands, please?
My man is like shaking. Dude, my man is steamed. Every second counts. Breathe. Just give me a chance to breathe here. Oh my God. least you eased me into this season before you lubed it up and slipped it in. Jesus. We've got all this, but at what cost? You gotta keep the menu simpler. You gotta stop buying the expensive stuff. We gotta balance out the costs before we get too fruity tooty. Oh, booty about it. Oh my god. Lucio Fabri. Very, very, very good job. And of course the editors. I feel like the editors and the music. Somebody pointed out, I watched some video essays about the show, and you know what our episodes are the best and how the bear handles storytelling and people's experiences with the show. But there was also one that really went into the, I think the real magic of the show is the editors that are kind of piecing this together. They're given hundreds of hours of footage, and then they're able to bring it all in. So not only are the actors and the cinematographers and all the other and the directors doing their job and bringing that story to screen, but truly the magic of it, I think, is how it's all edited and composed as if it's a visual symphony brought together. And sequences like that, they're so effective because of its editing and like how it's paced and styled, and how they'll use editing styles to visually communicate some like a character's internal state of mind or emotional state or state of the kitchen or how the episode progresses, the speed, the pacing, all that jazz. But that this is a once again an exemplary example of this show's editing, which I very much I love it. It's a visual feast for the senses, 100%. As I always say, what more is there to say? Stay tuned for the next episode of Da Beer, where hopefully, I mean, things are going to come to a head eventually. I think Carmy's got to reconcile with his own demons and some internal struggles. And I mean, we're trucking along. We just flash forwarded, what, like a little over, that was like a month and a half at least. So I don't know. We're operating. It's packed. People love the food. They're eating it, but we got to get costs down. We got to get the vibe in the kitchen to a much better, an even emotional equilibrium, I believe. But I'm sure we'll get there, hopefully, right? I don't know. Thank you guys and gals so much for watching. Instagram, for the socials, for my miscellaneous exploits and shenanigans and posting, as well as Twitch. Whenever I try to play the video games, it'll be live on there. Me and or my gal pal. Stay tuned for more Movie Man. That's me. And goodbye, travelers.